give you a state of this race going into tonight's debate. Our election forecast from Decision Desk HQ gives Vice President Kamala Harris about a 55% chance of winning November 5th. Other forecasters, Nate Silver comes to mind, are more favorable to Donald Trump. We'll talk about that in a moment. But let's dive into our own forecast here for a minute on the DDHQ presidential forecast board here. We start with 241 electoral votes for Democrats, 270 needed to win, 219 for Republicans. So there are 6, you might notice, toss-up states today in yellow. I say today because Michigan, see it up there? It's shaded a little bit to the blue. It goes back and forth, but we have it as advantage Harris for now. If you take out the toss-ups and just look at the actual forecast, it's so close in those 6 states, and lean the states, have no toss-ups the way they are going, here's why, or one of the reasons why, Kamala Harris is the slightest of favorites. She has a very small advantage, okay, in Wisconsin. So we will color Wisconsin light blue. There it is up there. Pennsylvania, same deal. I'll come back and talk more details about Pennsylvania for a moment. Ever so slightly to Harris. Nevada is the last one we have ever so slightly to Harris. So that would give her the necessary 270. It's actually 276 electoral votes. Arizona, we'll make it pink. It's just barely leaning towards Trump, and so's Georgia. Make that a little darker red, and North Carolina. So North Carolina, Georgia, Arizona, Trump gets them to 262, Harris 276. I said Pennsylvania. I'm going to leave Pennsylvania in yellow. Why? It's the most important state. We know that. For the 3rd straight election cycle, it's the most likely state to be what they call the tipping point state and put someone over the top. So right now, without Pennsylvania, it's Trump 262, Harris 257, 19 electoral votes still on the map. We have a new feature here where we can look live at a state and look at where we have it in terms of a forecast. So this will be the map or similar one to the one we're using on election night itself. So that's why you don't see any results populated yet. But here's what you do see. The forecast. The presidential forecast from the Hill and DDHQ has Pennsylvania not only as a toss-up, but barely leaning one way, 53% Harris. That's not much at all. Here's our data guru with more on all of this. Scott Tranter joins us. Scott's the director of data science at Decision Desk HQ. All right, let's go through this in some detail. And I started in an interesting place because we have Pennsylvania. To me, that's like the whole race, 53%, and then Harris overall 55%. But as I said at the start, with these other models, you guys, I'll say us, because we're with you, about mid-50s for Harris. Then you got like Nate Silver, everybody's talking about mid-60s for Trump. And people are trying to make sense of what it is people like you do. Tell us.
Yeah, no, look, this is one of the closest elections we've had this century. I know that sounds weird. It's only 2024, but this is closer than it was in 16 and 20 and 2000 as well. And forecasters have a hard time being precise in these situations. All those toss-ups that you had talked about, Georgia, North Carolina, Wisconsin, Pennsylvania, Arizona, Nevada, they're all within a few points of each other.
Right.
You can make an argument either way. So that's why it's so close. So
it's not really as different as it seems. In other words, when someone like Silver says, "Oh, it's 65% chance of Trump," that's not that much different than Scott Tranter telling me 55% Harris. It's not that much different.
Correct.
That's interesting.
Roughly
I don't think a lot of people realize that, right? When they read the headlines, and they say enough of these polls or these forecasts. I don't. How would you defend the industry going in? Why is what you guys do necessary? What do we get out of what we just did? Do you think?
Well, look, math, if done right, you take out all of the emotion and all of the biases, and you just look at the straight data, and it provides hopefully a sober look at it. And I think that's what this is. And by and large, as you pointed out, Nate Silver, us, The Economist, anyone else, we're all saying this race is roughly a coin flip. Either candidate can win, which makes tonight's debate that much more important as people in North Carolina start voting, hopefully in the next week, and other states coming next week.
Yeah, that's right. Those are the I mean, there's a reason it's in Pennsylvania, right? We can pop up polling numbers in Pennsylvania, see how close it is. The average there, it's almost always tied or a point or so in one direction. That's why it's only 53% Harris. This is chance of winning, and the polls are even closer than that. And then if we go back to our maps guys on DDHQ, I want to ask you about this, Scott, because Pennsylvania, with 19 electoral votes, if you combine it with North Carolina and Georgia, a lot of times we used to talk about the big 3 for Harris would be Pennsylvania, Michigan, Wisconsin, gets her to 270. But if you give Pennsylvania to Trump and then North Carolina and Georgia to Trump, that gets him to 270, right? So for Harris, she could block him with one of those states. There it is.
She could, and that's the most interesting thing. Look, Connell, you and I have been looking at this map all summer,
Yep.
looking into this. And one thing that's different now than when we were looking at it when Joe Biden was on the map is North Carolina and Georgia are competitive. She may lose Michigan. I'm sorry, she win Michigan. She may win Wisconsin. Donald Trump ekes out Pennsylvania, and then she steals I shouldn't say steal. She manages to pull off North Carolina or Georgia because they are
Which is more likely, Georgia for Democrats? Or it's close?
Yes, Georgia. It's ever so slightly. All of a sudden, we're waiting a week as we watch Arizona and Nevada decide the election.
That's what's on the map. That's crazy when you think about it, because we always assume some states go together. I had a Harris guy on a few weeks ago, doing her battleground stuff, and he was saying, no, all 7, they could go one way or the other. Go back to the map, guys in the control room, and just pop it up. This is basically what Scott was just saying. So that would put Harris on the precipice, right, at 267, and then it's an either-or, because Nevada has 6 and Arizona has 11. That's what you're talking about.
Yeah, and then we're not going to know that on election night. Arizona and Nevada are going to take a few days, maybe a week to count. That's how this election gets razor thin, and it takes a while. That's how crazy it is and how close it is. And I hope that's, whether it's our model or Nate Silver's model, any other ones out there, that's what the viewers should take away, is this race is very close and every vote matters.
Okay, final point. What would you say about tonight then? This was the setup. This was kind of the numerical, statistical setup. What about tonight and how much these usually change what you and I just talked about?
Well, it has the potential to change it at least a few points. And one might say, oh, a few points doesn't mean anything. But as we just looked at, look, a few points can mean the difference in any one of these states. This is the last official debate. Maybe they have another one. Maybe they don't.
Right.
Voters are voting over the next 2 weeks. This could be the last, absent an October surprise, last chance either of these candidates have to potentially get an edge.
In front of a huge audience. Scott, thank you, as always. Thanks so much for watching. Just go to joinnn.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.